Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, and a very warm welcome to all of you. Continuing with our series of podcasts, today we bring to you a very special podcast primarily for two reasons. The first reason is that I got united with a long-time friend of mine, and probably it took us around 2 decades to collaborate. The second one is that we'll be talking of a very special and aspirational location where we'll be offering you properties. So the first, you might be curious as to what are those two special things. So one is my special friend, Jasmeet Anand, who is a seasoned banker. Many of you might have heard about him. He was heading HDFC Bank, Central India for quite some time, and now he is based out of Dubai, and he's selling properties in Dubai. So as this answers my next thing also, that we'll be talking about properties and opportunities to invest in properties in Dubai. To give you a slight context to why we are talking about Dubai today is that Dubai has been over, if we say past decade, it has been and it has a lot of aspirational value. So a lot of people who are HNIs, high net worth individuals who are already highly invested into real estate in India are now aspiring to move abroad, and a lot of businesses are also moving abroad. And Dubai market specifically, if I tell you, today it is so harmonious that if we look at the total population of Dubai, it's close to 4 million or 40 lakhs, as you may say. And out of those, only 3.5 to 4 lakh are the indigenous people. That means the people who are the actual residents of Dubai. And that clearly shows how harmonious and how well organized that society is, that everybody from across the globe is aspiring to be in Dubai for a safe living and for better future prospects for not only himself but also for the generation to come. So I hope you would find a lot of value in the podcast that we are coming up with, and also that will answer a lot of queries and apprehensions that you might have in your mind while investing in Dubai. So let's watch this podcast for more information. I hope you really like it. Thank you. Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal. Today is a very privileged day for me, since I am being united with a very long time friend of mine, Jasmeet Singh. And I think many of people who are listening to this podcast are already aware who Jasmeet is and who Jasmeet was. Fine. So we worked together for a lot of years, firstly in Bank of Punjab and then with IDBI
Bank also. Yeah.
Okay, great. So it is like, for me, it's been a lost and found case, I think, for both of us.
Absolutely, yes.
Fine. So we वो जो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में, अभी मैं हिंदी में शिफ्ट कर रहा हूँ. So वो जो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में, मतलब वो कुंभ के मेले के बिछड़े हुए भाई जो हैं वो आज इकट्ठे हुए हैं. And Jasmeet, as you would all know, is into now real estate in Dubai, and today we'll ask him a few questions about investment in real estate in Dubai. So Jasmeet, welcome so much.
Thank you, Vivek Ghai, and reciprocal feelings. I am also feeling elated today to see you after so many days. Years maybe, not 8 days.
Yeah. So Jasmeet, just tell us something about yourself. What is it that you're doing? How come you got into real estate, and how did you land up in Dubai?
I can't say it was completely accidental, but yes, it was not planned at all to get into a real estate. I was a banker all my life. I started my career in banking, and I continued in banking for more than 22 years. And it was a beautiful journey. No plans to leave and board another train. But luck would be, or maybe it was destined something. I went to Dubai, and I went to Dubai for a very different reason. That particular venture did not materialize. I had 5 days to venture in Dubai. So I started meeting people. And I realized that what is happening in Dubai real estate. And this was 2021, 4 years back. I realized what is happening in Dubai. You are in Chandigarh. In Chandigarh,
Right.
prices are going up because there are two states, Punjab and Haryana. People are coming and investing in that particular state and particular city, and prices are going up.
Absolutely.
Imagine a city where 180 nationalities are coming and investing.
Oh, so the
100
entire
and-
world is coming out
Yeah.
and investing in Dubai.
180 countries are calling Dubai a home.
Oh,
In
that's
those
huge.
5 days, I realized that this is the field for next 15 to 20 years, and I jumped into it.
Okay, great. So, Jasmeet, if we talk about investment in Dubai, so why should one invest into Dubai? Matlab, why is it so lucrative for people from all over the world to invest into Dubai? If you can throw some light on it.
So if you look at why real estate grows in any place, now I'm not talking about just Dubai. In India, whether it was Goa, whether it is Mumbai, whether it is Chandigarh or Gurgaon, there are only two reasons. One, either tourism influx is very high, or the business influx is very high. Gurgaon, Bangalore, Mumbai was business influx.
Right.
Goa was more of a tourism influx.
Yes.
Imagine a place which has combination of both. Tourism, this year, more than 14 million people visited
Wow.
Dubai as a tourist.
That's huge. That's a huge number.
Imagine a place where 88% of the population is expat and they want to call it a home. The golden visa, which gives you liberty to operate a business, get into a job, and live and stay in Dubai for 10 years. And it's a renewable golden visa, provided an opportunity for foreigners to call Dubai a home.
So, what do you think? As if somebody is a resident of India, why should he invest into Dubai?
Number one,
Or who should invest into Dubai? So let me ask you two questions. There are two different questions. One
Yeah.
is why, you just answered it. The second one is who should invest into Dubai?
so number one, you have to understand from the banker's perspective as well. In Dubai or in UAE, not just Dubai, in UAE, the dirham, which is their currency, is pegged to dollars.
Yeah.
$1 is equal to 3.67 dirham. And Indian currency is not pegged. So whenever dollar goes up, Indian currency is going down. Whereas if your money is lying in UAE, it keeps growing along with the dollar. And that's the reason many of the investors, many of the people from India, they started sending money in UAE to invest in real estate, and also they're making money from the real estate, which is rental and appreciation. They're also making money from the dollar appreciation. Now, the very simple thing that why an Indian would go and invest in Dubai, it's 3.5 hours from here. You just take a flight,
Correct.
3.5 hours, you are in Dubai.
You're in Dubai.
The culture is same, the language is same. You meet almost same kind of people you're meeting here in India, a little more refined version of India, you can call it.
India, yes.
The infrastructure is beautiful. The safety is amazing. Business convenience is too much for a businessman to start a new business there. It is so convenient that I can set up my company in flat 3 days.
Oh,
Just 3 days, you can have your own company ready there.
that's amazing.
Opening a bank account is a cakewalk. You can open a bank account online if you have a golden visa, or if you have a what you call investor visa there.
Okay.
Getting business, getting clients is easy as 180 nationalities are visiting and coming and wanting Dubai to call their home.
Okay. And now again, coming down to my second question is who should invest into Dubai?
So I repeatedly have been saying it, and I'm saying it again to you, right? Since we both started our career from the banking, what happens when you start earning money for the first time? You go to the bank, you open a bank account.
Right.
What happens when you have a little more money? You invest in fixed deposit or a recurring deposit. What happens when you have more money than fixed deposit and recurring deposit? You go and invest in mutual funds
Mutual funds.
because your money will grow. You may get some dividend also out of it.
Right.
When you have money also and your risk appetite also starts growing a little bit more with the money, you enter stock market. When you have
Right. Very true.
when you have crossed that level also, when you graduated stock market as well, what do? You go and buy real estate because it's a big ticket. My simple take is, Dubai real estate is next level to that as well. So first is bank account, second is fixed deposit, third is mutual fund, fourth is equity, fifth is real estate, and sixth is Dubai real estate. So somebody who's financially stable,
Uh-huh.
Somebody who has made it in life already, somebody who wants now to venture out cross-border investments.
Cross-border.
Dubai is for them.
Okay, and the next relevant question would be who should not invest into Dubai? So there will be people who are aspiring to do that, but they should not.
The most important question you asked, I think nobody's asked me this ever before, who should not be investing in Dubai real estate? Anyone who is not sure about his financial in next 2 to 3 years or 4 years should not be investing in Dubai real estate. Let me tell you very clearly. Unlike many of the other countries where you just put in money in real estate and you withdraw next day or month or 2 months, Dubai has a restriction that if you buy a new property, you cannot sell it unless you paid 40 to 50% of the money of the property price.
Property price. Okay.
Developer will not issue you a NOC to sell the property unless you made 40% payment. So a lot of people, and I'll call them gamblers, a lot of gamblers put in money and think that within a month or 2 months I'll exit. These are the people I would suggest should stay away from the very real.
Fine. So that makes that gives a lot of assurance also, because what happens is now I've been doing real estate in Tri-City, Chandigarh Tri-City, and these are the people who are actually spoiling the market.
Absolutely.
Actually, so that means the market is very much regularized, because this actually regulates the market a lot, and there are, as you say, that there are less of speculators and more of investors.
More of investors. yes.
So the speculators are being pruned in this
Absolutely.
process. Okay,
See, I'll
that
tell you,
is really
Vivek ji,
good.
Dubai is a very, very well monitored market when it comes to real estate. RERA is very strong. Government has all the checks in place. So they do not want speculators or gamblers to be part of this journey.
Fine.
You have to have a purpose, whether you want to live in it, or you want to rent it out, or you want to sell it after appreciation. But please make your purpose clear.
Clear. Okay. Now, if talking about investors, now, what do you think are the opportunities for people who are pure investors? Like you only said that somebody who's already made real estate in India and he's well-to-do, he has got more money to spare, and he's aspiring to invest into overseas market. Now, what is the horizon like, and what are the opportunities for investors?
See, Dubai is a very stably growing market. When I say stably growing market, means it was growing 3 years back, it was growing 2 years back, it is growing today, it will continue to grow tomorrow and day after as well. At the same time, as I said, if you are an investor, you should have appetite. What appetite? One, risk appetite. Second, appetite to make the payment till the handover. If you have that much appetite that you are ready to pay the money today, you are ready to pay the money at the time of handover, Dubai market will multiply your money and give it back to you.
Okay.
It is absolutely investors market for investors who have planned it well.
Okay, great. So that gets me to the next question. Is like, what is the minimum ticket size and what is the maximum? Obviously, there's no limit to maximum. So what would be the minimum ticket size, like if somebody really wants to invest into that market?
See, investment starts at 500 to 600,000 dirhams as well. But in Indian currency, it translates to less than 1.5 crore. So if somebody wants to buy a studio apartment, you can get it for 1.2 crores or 1.3 crore, 1.4 crore also, and in decent good location. But my suggestion is that when you are buying, you don't look at the minimum ticket size. Look at your appetite. Everyone has a different appetite. Let's say you have a villa or a mansion in India, and you are wanting to invest in studio in Dubai. It's not matching your profile.
It doesn't match.
Right. It is, what you're doing is you're testing waters by putting a very small hand in Dubai market. I would suggest match your profile, match your persona, match your investment appetite, and then invest in Dubai. There's no upper limit. You can invest 100 million also, 200 million also. You can buy a Palm Jumeirah villa, you can buy a Prime Jebel Ali villa, or you can go and buy a Emirates Hills villa. You can do anything. There's no upper limit. But for minimum, my suggestion is don't ever ask anyone what's the minimum amount. Ask what matches my appetite.
My appetite. Very right. Very true. So so I've taken a decision, I've shortlisted a property. Now I'm going out to invest into something. So what are the legalities and what is it that an Indian national can face or what do I have to take care of while I invest there?
For an Indian national, you should not have a criminal background. That's it. Right. If you do not have a criminal background, you're eligible to buy a property in Dubai. On a serious note, all you need is your valid passport, contact email ID, and contact number, along with money.
That's it.
If you have these 4 things, you can buy property in Dubai. It's very easy. The government has taken care of it. I'll tell you my experience that I bought some property in England sometime back. So I had to involve a solicitor. The developer had to involve a solicitor. Then my solicitor was talking to the developer's solicitor. Then my solicitor charged me some money. The developer's solicitor charged some money to the developer.
To the developer.
UAE has eliminated that entire thing.
Okay.
There is a direct interaction between the investor and developer. I am coordinating this interaction. Even if I'm not there, you can do it directly without any hassle. Investor can buy a property from developer directly also, or involving a real estate agency like us. We will help you in facilitating the transaction, but the transaction will happen between you and the developer directly.
That's really great to listen about that. Now, if I talk about the return on investment sort of a thing, so what would be like if somebody is also, people have multiple interests. Somebody might like to invest into a residential accommodation. Others would like to be on the commercial side also. So what are the ROIs in terms of a residential property and a commercial property in Dubai?
See, I'll just share with you some numbers, and we can get into details all later.
Correct.
Thumb rule is that for an apartment, a rental return is anything between 6% to 9%. For a townhouse or villa, the rental return is anything between 4% to 7% of the market value. For a commercial property, and it depends on whether it's retail or office, but if it is a retail, it varies between 8 to 10%. If it is office, it varies between 7 to 9%. These are some numbers I'm talking.
Right.
Which you'll find in most of the areas in Dubai. These are the relevant numbers.
And we should not expect, forget about 5 to 10% rupee devaluation every year. So that's adds up to the.
See, in last 3.5 years, the currency is appreciated. The dollar is appreciated almost 5 to 7% a year. So if you include
it will not be 4, 5%, 8%. It will be 4% plus the
your 8% your rental return.
Correct.
10 to 12% your appreciation, 5 to 7% currency appreciation.
Correct.
So if you club it all, you're making almost 20% a year.
20% a year, and that's
which is
fabulous.
That's
fabulous, not decent. It's mind-boggling and fabulous, I would say. So if somebody, a lot of people are apprehensive as if I don't visit Dubai that much. I have money to spare. I have invested there, but I don't visit Dubai much. So how is my investment secure in that area?
In Dubai, real estate is just like a financial product. You can buy asset or a property without even going to Dubai. Sitting here, you can buy property.
Okay.
And just click of a button, you have to have a valid email address and a contact number for DLD or authorities to reach you out, and a passport to make you eligible to buy a property. And you don't have to be physically present in Dubai to buy or sell the property. Selling property, you can always issue a POA, power attorney, to anyone you can rely on, and they can sell the property on your behalf. Now, in between buying and selling comes the part of managing the property. That who will manage the rental?
Correct.
Who will collect the rental? Who will manage my property if there's a issue with the apartment? Who will manage that? Now, there are companies which can take care of all of it for you.
Okay.
Number one, if you rent it out on a long-term basis to somebody, the tenant is responsible to maintain your house exactly the way it was taken as possession on day one. He'll have to hand over the same way to you after the lease is over. Number two, there are companies which manage short-term rentals, which is Airbnb or staycation. In that case, in Dubai, the prevalent rates are 80-20, 85-15, depending on which company we are dealing with. Revenue sharing is 80-20 or 85-15 between the owner and the company. They manage everything. They manage the guest check-in, check-out. They will manage the maintenance part. They will manage paying off the bills also for you. Everything will be taken care by them. Every month, you'll have a Excel sheet in front of you, which says this much money was received, this much money was spent,
Fine.
And then remaining 80% goes to you, 20% goes to the company.
Fine.
It's a very streamlined and smooth process there.
That's great. So coming down to my next question is that most of the times we are in India specifically would say we are quite apprehensive of the fact that the tenant might
Not
sort of जिसको बोलते हैं कब्जा कर लेगा है ना तो वैसा कुछ any such scenario if such scenario happen there in Dubai.
See, the way the law and order is very well maintained. So people fear law and people abide by it. Is it fear, respect, or whatever you can call it, but people abide by the law. Now, kabza word we have not heard there. Yes, there can be a dispute between landlord and the tenant, but the dispute can be on whether the rent to be increased or not to be increased, whether the rent should be decreased or not to be decreased. Somebody says, I don't want to leave it because I'm living here, my systems are set here, my kid goes to a school, I don't want to leave the apartment. They can go to the court, and courts are very fair and just. If it is a valid reason, the court will tell the owner to extend the lease, and if the owner has a valid reason, the court will tell the tenant to leave.
Okay, great. Now coming down to one of the most important questions which the investors ask me especially is that how do I exit? Is it easy to exit, or because most of the client people are also sort of they are in doubts whether I would be able to take my money out in 5 years, 10 years time. How much time would it take for me to get my money back if I want to exit out of that?
It is same as India when it comes to exit. If you want to sell your property, we'll have to put your property on listing. We'll have to advertise that somebody wants to sell the property. If the location is good, if the developer is good, property is well managed, is getting a good rental yield, it will sell very fast. Right. So same as anywhere else. If the developer is good, if the location is good, if the property is yielding a very good return, it will sell very easily. Normally, I'll just share with you, normally if you put apartment on sale, and depending on the ticket size, it sells within 30 to 45 days sometimes. And maximum it can take 2 months for you to sell the property.
Okay.
Depending on your expectation should be right. Sometimes the expectation is too high. A property worth 2 million and you're demanding 2.5 million. I'm sorry, my dear friend, we'll have to wait. But if the property is worth 2 million and you want to sell it for 2 million, then there are buyers.
Excellent. Now, my last and final question to you would be, how does Jasmeet Singh Anand fit into this entire picture? How do you help the clients in this entire process of buying and selling?
So I'll tell you, Vivek, and I think here you will also agree with me. When somebody is planning to invest cross-border, which is from India or from anywhere in the world, I have clients in US, I have clients in UK, I have clients in US, I'm in Canada, all these places. And somebody is investing cross-border, what they look at is 2-3 things. One is they should be able to trust the person.
Right.
So I think I little bit I deserve it because of my banking background and 22 years, 23 years spending in the financial markets here in India. I made some credibility in the market, which definitely I'm using.
You're being humble.
Number two, when you're investing in overseas market, you also need calculations and practicality more than emotional approach. Right. I know a lot of people are selling the way real estate on the emotions. Like they play a lot on emotion, saying, "Oh, I come from this humble background. You should." And some people are saying that nobody in my family has ever traveled overseas, and I'm in Dubai selling property. No, I'm not. My family was well traveled. I don't come from a very humble background. I come from a very decent background. I come with a lot of knowledge. And this knowledge is helping me to fulfill the client's need. I have clients who are big businessmen. Now, I cannot be just an emotional person to sell them a property. I have to have knowledge.
Right.
Number two, when you go in the market, and you yourself asked me some very relevant questions. You said, how the property will be managed. I will be there not only at the time of the buying the property.
Excellent.
I'm with them for the handover. I'm with them for putting it on the rental. I'm with them for managing the property. I'm with them for selling the property when they want tomorrow. I help them in moving funds from India because I know technicalities and I know what is LRS, I know what is TCS, I know which form to be signed for in the bank to send the money, which 99% people would not know.
People would not know.
Right. Also, when they want to get their money back, what are the legal? there's absolute no legal formality in Dubai when you want to move money back from UAE to your country. But a lot of people do not know simple processes. So I'm just trying, and this is just an attempt from my side. I'm just trying that my client should feel relaxed once he starts working with me. I don't call myself a realtor. I call myself their journey partner. In the real estate Dubai, I want to be their journey partner.
That's so sweet. So nice of you, Jasmeet. Once again, thank you so much for sharing. This has been a very insightful session for us. I think our investors who are associated with BuildForce Realty would definitely take benefit from this, whatever discussion we've had just now. And we look forward to seeing you more often, Jasmeet.
Thank you, Vivek Ji, and thank you for being here today. Meeting me today. In fact, I can go back my memory lane and think of thousands of things that we shared together.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye-bye.